Hey guys, another week, another game dev vlog, and this week I have been getting back into work on Everybody Edits Universe. It definitely did take a couple of days to get back into the swing of things after doing the filming on last Friday, but I was able to get a decent amount of stuff done this week. So the biggest things that I've been working on have mostly been to do with the zone system. So I know I was saying that I was going to be working on the Smiley customization system, but I talked with Chris and it seems like that's kind of a lower priority. It's not really all that important for the closed beta initially because it doesn't really add that much to gameplay. Yeah, it makes things more interesting if you can wear accessories and all that, but it doesn't really affect gameplay all that much. So trying to focus on zones, and what we're going to have at first are edit zones, and that makes it so that you can have a level where people don't have edit, both in a certain range of blocks that you can define, make it shaped however you want. People can draw the blocks that you choose. At first they may be able to do any of the main blocks other than spawn points or maybe coins, but in the future we want to have it where you can choose any set of blocks that they can draw within that edit zone. And I can already think of some ways that that could be used even for bots to create some interesting stuff where people could place blocks to do certain things. And of course we're going to have a bunch more types of zones in the future, including music zones, probably visibility zones, and a few other types for maybe manipulating the camera. A lot of them are just ideas right now. We'll have to see them in action to be able to know for sure whether or not they're a good fit for the game. But yeah, music zones are an example of one that we're definitely going to have because that's how the music system is going to work in Everybody Edits Universe. So what I have currently in the zone system in Everybody Edits Universe is the ability to create the zone groups or layers. You can add and remove them. In the main editing area of the world, you will be able to define the regions. I was starting on that, but it's not quite functional just yet. And then below the list of zones, you'll have the ability to customize the zones, and that's where you do things like defining what blocks can be used or switching out what music plays in that zone or whatnot. And that's of course why you can create multiple of the same type of zone right now, because you would want them to be configured differently. And of course for edit zones, there's also the fact that if you're in one edit zone, you don't want to necessarily always be able to edit nearby zones unless they're actually part of the same layer or group. Now obviously there's still a fair bit left to do on it, but it is getting there, and that's what I'll be working on finishing up over this week. Now another thing that's been going on has of course been the account system. So over the past couple weeks I have talked about how Luke was finishing that stuff up. Well, at this point the account system and even the world saving is all functional on the back end. I just need to do the user interface stuff for that. And the way that we're doing accounts right now is a little different than how it is in Everybody Edits. So basically the way that we're having accounts work is you actually authenticate with Google or Facebook at the moment. So the game does not store account credentials or anything like that. And that is of course to address security concerns, but also kind of lightens the load of things we have to concern ourselves with. Now of course we are planning to integrate with more authentication systems in the future, but Google and Facebook are a good place to start because just about anyone has an account on one of those, and that's at least good enough for the beginning of the closed beta. So as I was saying, the back-end stuff for that is all functional. I just need to work on the user interface stuff for that. And of course, since Luke is done with the account and world saving systems, he's moving on to working on trying to stabilize some of the physics issues that we were experiencing. So things are coming together. We're definitely expecting to get this done soon. And of course, we'll let you know as soon as things are ready to move forward with the launch of the closed beta. But anyway, that is going to have to be it for today. So as always, I want to thank my contributors over on Patreon. It really is a massive help. If you want to check it out for yourself, the link is down in the description below. And of course, I want to thank the Everybody Edits patrons as well. So yeah, I'll see you around. Goodbye.